Yo, this is Don Toliver. Y'all checking out Air Pollution Podcast right now. Let's tap in. Let's go crazy.
Yeah. World famous DJ Clue. SO. Air pollution. Air pollution. Air pollution. Yeah, man, world famous DJ Clue, Desert Storm, the boy SO.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Our special guest, Don Toliver in the building.
Yo,
Air Pollution Podcast, you know the vibes. What's up, Don, man?
how you feeling?
Tell me about your vibe when you come to New York, man. Like,
Man, when I come to New York, I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling like I'm in a simulation. I just telling him this morning. I got off the plane, bro, because I'm from Texas, bro. You know, Houston, open road, you know, it's easy going. We move a certain way. New York is very fast paced. So as soon as I get off the plane, I just feel like I'm locked into like a matrix simulation or something. It's crazy. And it's like every time I come here, time just moves way faster than it normally do anywhere else.
sure.
So I love New York for that though, because it's different. So it's cool.
Even downtown Houston is like kind of like smooth and calm in a way, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, downtown Houston is easy going.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy going. It's
Yeah,
never
downtown Manhattan is
Y'all got
crazy.
the prettiest women in the entire world in Houston, Texas. That's why everybody be easy and it's free flowing. Like, yo, I feel
Yeah.
good. It's sunny outside.
free flowing.
Yeah. Tell me what disgusts you about the music business now you're in
Disgust
it.
me?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You get into it. So disgusting me. I just feel like I get disgusted on like the gimmicks, right? Like I'm an artist that, if you know me, if you know all my music from way back in the Gap, like I always stuck to the music. It's always been about the music. I'm not talking about nothing else but the music, or I'm not talking about nothing else that going on. I feel like people use gimmicks, be want to do all type of other little antics, other little screenplays to kind of
Mask.
deter you away from, you know, trash music or not really even being about what they really about or something else. I feel like that's really what it be at the end of the day that be disgusting me. Cause honestly, I'm real to the core of everything. Like I don't even want to put nothing out unless I package it for it to be something that you can really see me doing in person. So I feel like when I be seeing people just do a bunch of other gimmicks that have nothing to do with the creative process or whatever you got going on, I just be totally off it.
So when you see like the Tik Tok challenges and certain stuff, like
TikTok, I'm not mad at. You know, it is what it is. I be feel like it be other stuff like, it don't even just be TikTok, bro. It just be you talking about something totally different that ain't got nothing to do with your music. You know, you might be in the interview, your album just came out, you talking about something totally different. You talking about whatever you got going on in the hood, you talking about whatever you got going on with dude you beefing with at the moment, whatever. That ain't even it, you know. Let's get down to the bottom of why you made this album.
That's one thing I noticed about you, man. Like you'll never be in no kind of conflicts, no social media wars. You just be chilling, doing your own thing, in your own lane.
I'm about my money, bro, and I'm about the music, bro. I don't care about nothing else, bro. You ain't talking about going to go get no check with me. You ain't talking about really just like cooking up nothing that means something to you with me. I don't care about it, for real. I don't.
The internet, when it comes to music, is like the gift and the curse, because like it can make you famous, but it can also get you canceled quicker than ever.
Yes, it can.
I feel like a lot of people do this when a lot of people need to be doing this.
Mm-hmm. They
This
shoot up
right
too
here?
fast, yep.
And don't know what to do when they up there. Shit, they can't breathe. Altitude too high.
Yep.
You gotta
Thanks.
gradually make your way on up there, and then you'll be able to take some life lessons and learn some shit on the way. Doing this like, damn, you get hit with everything at one time. Hope you can breathe up there.
But you seem really patient. Just by being around you, the way that you deliver your talk, you think about what's really going on. The rest of these people, they not thinking that.
Honestly, I can sit here and say this, but I didn't really made it to a point where, like, bro, I'm making music for my fans and my fans only, but I'm straight. It is what it is. Like, I feel like a lot of people too get stuck in the scramble. At the end of the day, these people living life, bro. They gotta do this, they gotta do that, they gotta whoop-de-whoop. Like, I done figure it out in my head. I know exactly what I need to do to be straight in my position. I'm not worried about what people worried about. I'm worried about what my fans want. You know what I'm saying? I done got to past the point where I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm gonna make my money, but I'm worried about what my fans really, really want from me. And that's like the key, bro.
Being, and don't take this the wrong way, being like a Travis Scott protege.
Right.
Down with the team and seeing like some of the stuff that he's had to go through and some of the obstacles he faced,
Yeah.
does it make you have a different outlook?
100%. Watching anybody. I mean, I'm a student to the game first and
Sure.
foremost, but being around Travis and definitely being someone who just like sat under him, seen everything. Yeah, I learned a lot.
He got to be careful. Like anything he does, like he could wear one shoe by accident and it'll go viral. Like whatever it
Yeah.
is, like whatever the
Yeah.
situation is. So he gotta be. He gotta like. It's like you gotta come outside walking on eggshells.
It ain't even about that. It's way past eggshells. It's about living life, bro. At the end of the day, we all got an expiration date. So I feel like if Travis was to just, every single step, like worry about whatever, I don't think that's the case. Travis is really just living his life, and whatever goes, its course really goes. Its course is what I feel from him. I don't feel like it's he overly warily, like he living his life, bro. Things happen not under somebody's nature. They living their life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel, like, when it comes to Travis.
When you hear about these cutbacks with all these labels, people getting
Craziness.
fired,
Yeah.
does that worry you about
Man,
the
honestly,
standing of your own project?
Nah, man, I don't. I really don't wanna get into label stuff too crazy. But I'm gonna tell you
it's no
something. I've been here for a minute. I'm like kind of in the last stages of. I'm in on my last album, to be honest. So like me, I'm really just looking at everything from like a first side, like what's going on over there, what's going over there, what's going on, and that's how I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But I've been seeing what's going on, and honestly, it's that AI. You know what I'm saying? Smoking everything out.
I feel like
Interesting.
I feel like that the streaming isn't making the money that they're saying that it's making. I feel like that the streaming is the problem.
It
We
is.
don't have the money that we used to have, so now they gotta lay off people and they gotta cut people's jobs and paychecks back.
I think it's not even just this. I don't think it's just a streaming. What I feel like people are getting cut off is unnecessary things, bro. That's probably been there since the jump that you never really just realized unnecessary. You got all these people over here commissioning videos for what? Bro, just make content. Why you gotta pay this man this amount of money to commission a video, bro? No. You got all these people doing all this digital media work that don't do no digital media work. What you paying these people to do digital media work for? They not doing nothing.
My
when you
man
can
Don
really
Toliver
just
been going through the budgets.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna tell you, camera, listen, Don Toliver 2024 is on his business, on his music, on what's going on behind the business and everything else, bro. You need to understand these things as an artist, bro. It would do nothing but help you as an artist to learn what's going on. Stop letting your manager, stop letting your label head tell you this is okay. No, bro. You figure out for yourself it's okay, bro. Then you call them and discuss. But that's what's be going on, bro. People don't be really knowing what's going on, bro, until they dig in.
Well, who told you what's going on? Was it your lawyer? Was it your team? Did you learn it?
Man, great question.
Or learning experience.
Learning experience. Let's just say that. I had a learning experience, bro.
Okay.
Where I was doing, my talent got me here this far to where I could still be here and to talk to you about my career. But if it wasn't for my career, my talent, I might have been in a different, position because I at one point I didn't care about these things and I let everybody else kind of ride the float. But when I started to realize that they wasn't riding the float the way I would have rode the float, I kind of got crazy about it, but it was too late. But what saved me was my music and my heart for the artistry.
Gotcha.
That let me okay, you still got time to gear this thing back together because you have an actual passion for what you do. If I didn't have a passion for making music and I was just doing it to get $1, it wouldn't be I don't think I would have the same end goal.
So you've been fortunate because you had a chance to make money, gain popularity, and then come back to learn the business.
100%.
Most people don't get that time,
I've
bro.
been blessed. And now I'm in a position where I'm out of I'm in a position to figure out what I want to do. And I can see it in the clearest angle. Rather than I'm looking at everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at it side, I'm looking at everything.
Yeah.
From when I started to how I finished when I was with my label or whatever. And it's a beautiful thing, bro. Just to look at how, I built my own business and the people who helped me build my business and to look at how the label helped and where, all these things, bro. It's a blessing.
Like you said earlier with the whole gimmick thing, when you a real artist and you got real talent, and that's not a shot at anybody, but when you got real talent, You coming from a different
Man, just a different
angle, bro.
energy.
Yeah.
No disrespect to
You
anybody,
don't need
bro.
nobody to go in the studio. You can go in the studio yourself,
I
grab the
go
beat,
in the
and just do your
studio
thing.
dolo and knock it out
Exactly.
and get it done. And that's what it's supposed to be about.
For sure.
You know, if you need 30 people in the studio with you, man, you might want to rethink it. Shit might get expensive after a while, right?
Right.
Want to tone it down to engineer, artist, studio costs. Call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
I knew from the way you pulled up, I'm like, yo, yeah, he on time. He don't
different.
got 90 people traveling with him,
Man,
going
I ain't got
crazy.
no time, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
I ain't got
So
no
with the
time.
Worth It record, was that your record?
I cut the record, yeah.
And then Set got on it?
Yeah, set, man. He got a hold of that thing. Ain't
So
let
you
go.
wasn't, so I heard you say, I probably wasn't supposed to hear this, but you wasn't even gonna put that shit out.
I wasn't.
So you don't feel crazy that that's a #1 record
I
right
do feel
now?
crazy. I feel crazy. I feel
was telling you, that's how
I feel
it
overly
goes,
crazy.
though. That's how it goes,
I
though.
feel overly crazy because, you know, that's just the power of music. You know, sometimes you put your feeling into certain things and you might feel like, man, I wasn't really into that day. Somebody else bring it. Somebody else that like Clue might come to you with something that you did 2 years ago. Like, bro, you really might want to check this out. Look it over again. You know what? Clue go crazy with it. Next thing you know, y'all
wild.
embarked on a whole new journey that you ain't even see. And that's, you know, all blessings to Offset. I would have never seen it. Like, I could honestly sit here and say today, like, and I'm happy to sit here and be truthful with you guys to say, like, I did not see, like, you know, what this record would have did.
That's crazy because like I had a lot of opportunities like that I had beats that got passed around and people was like nah, and then they just become hit records and you just be like, and it's not even like I told you so. It's like certain people got to see things from a certain lens.
Offset definitely told me so, but it wasn't even about the told me so part. It was the part where I just like couldn't see it. Like, bro, I just couldn't, like, bro, I couldn't see it. Like, with my own two eyes, I just couldn't see the record, bro.
As an
Like,
artist,
I couldn't
as a
see it.
producer, you do so many. Like I have my computer filled with hundreds and hundreds of beats. Like
Yeah.
it's hard for you yourself as the producer or the artist to decipher sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fans is gonna dig. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
just work. Like you don't look at it as
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
be
saying?
working, bro.
Just keep
like,
working.
I be working, and then sometimes it gets like really muddy because it's like it's work, but then I fall in love with it, and it's like damn, like these songs, like you know, and it becomes this whole thing, and it's like sick come out of nowhere with this one record when I'm like on a whole nother island, you know. Sometimes it's like foreign policy, but like I just roll with him because he rolled with me, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning of my career and gave me one of the craziest records of my life, you know, and I still perform to this day, so I couldn't tell him no.
So where do you get your style from? And two, you said that your father was down with Swisher House?
Swisher House, yeah. He was best friends with the CEO of Swisher House. His name is G Dash. Shout out G Dash, man, the whole Swisher House family.
Did you get your style from your father at all?
Yeah, I did. I got my swag. Like, so I don't want to say I got my swagger, like the way I bop, the way I respond to certain things. I don't want to say move, like the way I respond to things, the way I like respond to music I hear I got from my father. And it's a certain type of swag that he got. It's just incredible. And it's kind of like, you know,
Is that really what made you want to get involved in music though? Seeing him?
man, what made me want to get involved with music, I just had a voice, man. Like, I feel like I'm just a hustler at heart because when I knew that I had a real voice, I've been singing and screaming and over these shows, so I've lost a lot of like light tone in my voice. But when I was like younger, I had a very high pitch. Like I could do very crazy like I always just sing the New Edition. What is the New Edition? I always sing Boys to Men, that one song, and it's like all those guys, and it's
the
like
end of the road?
To the end of the road. And you know that one high part
Yeah.
that got
You used
I
to
would
go
do
up
that
there?
flawlessly. And that's when I was like, just telling myself, bro, I was like, I have a crazy voice. And I started to try to figure out how to record myself and all of this stuff, and it just got more and more and more and more
Gotcha.
and more.
I heard the same thing about Trav. Like Trav was like, you know, high school was, you know what I'm saying?
No, Trav was after high school. You know, when I was in high school, the two people that made me want to really, really, really be an artist was Dom Kennedy and Kendrick Lamar.
Wow, Dom Kennedy, okay.
Those two people made me want to be Dom Kennedy more than anything because I related to Dom's raps and I related to his whole swag overall. Kendrick Lamar's music to me was just like out of this world. I couldn't really explain the kind of feeling I would feel when I would listen to like the music that he made. But when I got older, when I was like, dang, like I can really be an artist. I really kind of got a swag to be an artist. Like I started looking at Travis Scott because Travis from Houston.
Of course.
And one and two, he performed better than anybody I far must seen perform in the whole industry. And he was from the H. So that was enough for me to be like, bro, what? I can go out here and go do it. And I really just started like, you know, kind of like shadowing off of like what I seen Travis do, what I seen Kanye do. And I just kept it going.
Yeah, Travis, like, he's like
He's
one
outta
on one when
here.
it comes to performing.
He's
Like,
outta here.
he's a whole different animal. Like, you see a
Super.
whole different person.
Over.
I seen him climbing up shit and swinging off
saying?
pole chandeliers and shit.
I said he looked like he was
crazy.
in a whole nother zone, like he wasn't on Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen him go crazy like
Travis
that.
is one of the greatest performers of all time.
So, I mean, because I feel like y'all with the hip-hop scene from there, y'all are way different than what it used to be.
Yeah, it's,
What's the scene like now that's coming up behind y'all? Pause.
man, I can't even, for what exactly though?
The
Houston or
sound,
world?
Houston only.
sound. He's talking about the sound.
I'm
Honestly,
talking about the sound.
the sound of Houston is to me, it's all over the place. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's all over the place. You got guys that kind of want to reinvent what we already built. You got guys that's doing a whole nother thing. You got guys that's like indie, R&B. You got guys who straight rock band. And it's like, I'm just trying to go back home with this album. Afterwards, I'm trying to go back home and really home everything in and like put a real flashlight on what the culture really is, you know.
In Texas.
Yeah,
I feel like it's changed. Like, I really feel like the birth of the internet really changed the Houston sound, man. Like,
man, it's crazy.
like
It's a New York sound too.
I think what happened is I think it really merged it because like when I was going to H Town, man, it was like, you know, Lil Kiki, you know, rest in peace Big Mo, you know, Screw, like all them type, like, and it was a vibe. Like, you know, when I used to go out there, you know what I'm saying, hear shit, yo, it was a vibe. Like, I was like, oh, this is different. Like, because when I first, I'm gonna keep it G. When I first went to Texas and started doing parties, I did a party in Dallas. I remember playing Jay-Z, and it was like, and you know, I'm from New York, so you play Jay-Z, it was like crazy. It was crickets, bro.
Right.
It was crickets. Like, you know what I'm saying, in the club, like, they was like, and then I had to, you know, go in my bag and, you know, I did my homework. I had to start playing, you know, Lil Kiki and, you know, like, all, you know what I'm saying?
Get in there a little
Slim
bit.
Thug, Paul, like, all that type of
What's
shit.
your house shit?
Yeah, there was just like all the local artists that was so popping that it was just like, and it was only in Texas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like,
before the end of this year, my sole plan is, after, you know, I get everything together with my album and all that, is to really flash a crazy flashlight on DJ Screw and the whole family and everything.
Sure.
The whole
Michael Watts, what up?
SUC, Michael Watts, R.I.P. R.I.P. Hawk, R.I.P. Pat, Michael Watts, what up, Kiki, Pops, G-Dash, the whole thing, like, I kind of want to just put a big flashlight on it because I feel like more and more time goes by, these kids ain't gonna know who, you know, like,
Who did
if
what?
nobody, who did what.
But do they care nowadays?
They need to. I don't care. Me being from Houston, I'm going to be I might be the professor at U of H teaching about Screw, Lil Kiki, and Travis Scott. Like, I might be that guy because I feel like you need to know. You need to know. In Houston, like, that's what we, you know, so many people have taken from us. So many people across the world have really, like, stripped our swag, would never say it, and I'm not mad at it, but for the youth to not know and to see it all across the world,
right.
it's just crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, somebody needs to bring something, you know, to just like, so these kids will really know, like, yo, what Screw did for us.
I feel like the last, like, underground Houston record that kind of blew was probably like, that sound was like Flick of the Wrist. Cheddar to Connect. That was like the last, like, you know, like
Flick of the
Houston.
Wrist,
Yeah, I feel like that was the last Houston hidden
Record.
gem because I was going down there, so I went down there like, you know what I mean? I used to have office down there. I used to be down there all the time. I went down there. I heard the record, and the record was lit in the club, and then I hadn't gone down there for like another year. I came back, it was still lit a year later, and I came back like 6 months after that, it was still lit. And I was like, nah, I gotta bring this record to New York and start playing on the radio. So I started playing on the radio in New York, and then I guess they got, nah. I think maybe like E1 or one of them labels signed it, or 300 signed it. I guess they heard me playing and they reached out and they came up for a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had a whole remix done with like, you know, like Plies and Ross and French. I had a whole remix done and they was like, we gotta put it on hold because now we wanna go for the record. And that's when, you know, James Harden started doing it on Instagram and all that stuff. So it was cool to see that whole thing happen. But I can't remember a story like that since then.
Yeah, man.
Other than Megan, like, you know, Megan, but.
Yeah, Megan had a very interesting story as well.
Yeah. People forget Megan's from Texas, though.
Yeah.
They don't correlate her as Texas. They correlate her as like a world star.
See?
She definitely from the South Side.
To get like all this, you know, the internet and the gimmicks and like all that.
They don't correlate her as being from, we know she's from Texas, but we don't look at her as a Texas girl.
From the H, man. South Side shawty, man.
I got one last question for you. I don't know if you like sports or not, but what's up with the renaissance of sports? Does it feel good? Because y'all got the baseball team clicking, got the college basketball team
Talking about
clicking.
Houston?
Yeah.
Mattress Mac,
You got
man.
Houston
Shout out
Texans.
CJ Stroud, man.
How about you
Stroud,
got the
take us to the Super Bowl, man.
Exactly.
I'm right there with you, OG. Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Mattress
Come
Mac,
on, man.
baby.
CJ Stroud. Super Bowl. What is it, 2025?
Yeah,
Super Bowl 2025, Houston, Texas. I mean, I'm gonna vote with Mattress Mac, man, spending $1 million. What we doing, CJ Stroud? We're going all the way down to the bottom. Tell you.
So you feel good about the
I
renaissance?
feel good, man. What?
Some of
You
my
know-
All-Stars and Super Bowl's been in Houston.
Yo, Houston's popping.
Houston going crazy right now.
What about to say about the Rockets?
I'm waiting for the Rockets to do what they need to do too. Trust me. 2 more years?
They could,
Man, you
they
know
could
what?
play
We
his
going
way.
2025. Let me get down there with that bandit
They
on
ain't
that,
going
on that
2020.
opening.
Don. They not going to 2025. Come on now. We
Look at him. Here you go.
This is your
Here you
show
go.
right here.
Here you go.
But we ain't gonna go that
Here you
far, Don. They doing it 2025.
Yeah. Hey, look, Rockets, Houston, Texas. I'm right there with you, baby. I'm be right there with Clutch. We gonna do it 2025. CJ Stroud, we gonna do it 2025, man. Houston, Texas.
Nixon 2025, y'all.
That's it.
Nixon 2025.
Y'all know I'm in New York City, but I'm going back home. And what we gonna do? Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Thank you for tuning in, man.
I'ma
Real
call
quick,
it.
DJ Clue, Desert Storm, SO the boy, Don
Word up.
Toliver.
Thank you for coming out,
podcast.
my
Yeah,
big
baby.
Blessings, King.
Likewise.
My guy,
Clue.
sure.
Blessings.
Air pollution,